Hello, my name is Samantha Gomero. I am a first-year student here at San Jose State University. I'm a communication major, and I'm currently taking the Intro to Global Studies class, and my master topic for this class, for this semester, was tropical rainforest deforestation. So let's begin. So what is tropical rainforest? What is a tropical rainforest? A tropical rainforest, according to Merriam-Webster, the dictionary, is a tropical woodland with an annual rainfall of at least 100 inches or 254 centimeters and is marked by lofty, broad-leaved evergreen trees forming a continuous canopy. Now, this is a dictionary definition, but I will go into more details about what a tropical rainforest is and what can be found in a tropical rainforest and how many there are all over the world. So, as I mentioned, there are more than just one tropical rainforest around the world. And they can actually all be found along the equator of the world. So you can find some in Central America, South America, Africa, South Asia, and a little bit in Australia. And according to Nunes in 2019, who was a writer for the National Geographic, she explained that about half of the world's plants and animals can actually be found in tropical rainforests, which is a pretty big deal because, you know, ecosystems play together and plants and animals do have a role on this planet and they contribute to, you know, the cycle. So as I said, the rainforest can be found along the Earth's equator. And if you can see on this image that I put here on the slide, the tropical rainforests are the ones in green. So as I said, Central America, South America, Africa, South Asia, and a bit in Australia. Now, why are tropical rainforests important? If you're looking at it, well, the importance goes for anyone really, because they do benefit everyone on the planet. But if you're looking at a more anthropocentric view, you know, just viewing yourself and what do tropical rainforests do to benefit you, then you can think about how these tropical rainforests contain so many plants that they do provide oxygens for us humans. Now, with that being said, they do also affect the human population because plants, you know, part of photosynthesis is taking in carbon dioxide. And these plants do the same thing. They go through photosynthesis and they do take in carbon dioxide, which is how they're able to provide oxygen for us humans. And this is also important because if there's too much carbon dioxide in the world, which is CO2, then the gas becomes dangerous and, you know, contributes to climate change, which is a current issue that we are facing in the world. Now, if you're looking at it at a more ecocentric perspective, then tropical rainforests are also important because they're home to many species of both plants and animals. Now, talking about specifically animals, a lot of animals in the tropical rainforest rely on the tropical rainforest to provide them with their habitat and their food and water. And many animals are only able to survive in these rainforests, which is why they're very crucial for them. And tropical rainforests also contribute to the water cycle of the world. Now on to deforestation. Before I go into detail about the current deforestation that is happening in tropical rainforests, I want to define it because I think it's really important. So deforestation is the action or process of clearing of forest, according to Merriam-Webster, the dictionary. So now let me go a little more into detail. Okay, so the current status of tropical rainforest. So as of now, tropical rainforests cover about 6 to 7% of the land surface on Earth. And it is a small percentage, but it's important to remember that although tropical rainforests don't cover much of the Earth's surface, there is still so much biodiversity that is within the tropical rainforest, which is why we need to realize, and when I say we, I mean the human population, we need to realize how important these rainforests are, because there are many plants and animals that are at risk of either being threatened or going extinct, because it is home to such a wide variety of plants and animals, so biodiversity. Now, currently, there is a lot of deforestation that is going on, and it is happening at a very fast rate. I wanted to mention that in the Amazon rainforest alone, which is the rainforest in South America, in the last 50 years, the rainforest has lost about 17% of itself, according to World Wildlife, which is a lot because that rainforest is actually the biggest rainforest in the world and is home to a wide variety of species. Now, if we take a look at this chart here, we see from 2002 to 2019, we do see a graph, a pie chart of comparing the different rainforests in the world. So we do see the Amazon, the one in Australia, and other rainforests as well. And as you can see on the right-hand side, we do see that the Amazon rainforest has lost far much more of itself compared to other rainforests. And this has been an ongoing problem, as you can see, since 2002 up until now, and deforestation is continuing to happen. So the threats on species living in these rainforests are continuing to happen to this day. Now, what are the main causes of deforestation? Some causes are agricultural activities, which I included pictures for most of the main causes, so just so you can get a rough idea of what these kind of look like, to get a visual, because it is hard to kind of connect with the rainforest, especially if you don't live there. So I just wanted to put a visual to people's heads so they can kind of get a feel of what is actually happening and that this is a real problem. So like I said, agricultural activities, ranching of livestock, logging, which most of is actually done illegally, natural fires, which don't happen often, but when they do, they are very intense and do burn a lot of the forest that is there, and as well as urbanization. And when speaking about urbanization, there are currently roads being built, and because of higher populations and there just simply not being enough land in the country where the rainforest is at, people or the government do expand on the use of land because of the high populations, leading to more urbanization, which leads to using more land of the tropical rainforest, which is an issue because of the species that already live there. Now, are there any proposed solutions? There are proposed solutions that people around the world have thought of and that are currently talking about these solutions. One being government regulation. The next being reforestation, which is restocking of already existing forests, so planting new plants that were once there. Afforestation, which is the establishment of trees and plants in new areas where there is no previous plants, including trees. So it's just expanding on the already existing forest. And consuming of less paper, which could benefit because of the logging that I mentioned earlier, which is a cause of deforestation. So just consuming less paper could help with there being less logging and less cutting down of lumber for the benefits of humans. And also education, just simply knowing, what companies do support this or are trying to help fight deforestation. So just making smarter decisions when making purchases, for example, and making purchases from sustainable companies could be something that also helps deforestation and prevents deforestation. Now, I added this picture because I just wanted to remind everyone that although deforestation is happening, we should be working together to fight this, because all ecosystems play a role within each other, including, animals and us humans. So we need to remember that our rainforests do include so many species that would not benefit us if they were to go to extinct. And then I included some references here. Thank you so much.